top of the world, but it was a little close tonight. But I mean, a win's a win, so we're off to the next thing, and we got some unfinished business. So.
Yeah, you guys seemed a little more businesslike with your celebration than maybe some of the other teams.
Yep, I think we knew it was going to come down to one play, one moment, and we just tried to keep even keel and not kind of overdo it. We just got to stay the course. So.
You know, I'm sure they were happy that they wanted a close game as long as it could be. It probably played right into their hands.
Yep.
How does that feel for you guys?
Well, I think that's kind of what we expected coming in because, you kind of discard everything that happens in the regular season. I think we beat them like 6-1 or something, but we knew it wasn't going to be that kind of game. So we expected that. We were prepared for that, and we got the job done. So.
Is that nerve-wracking for you? You don't see a lot of shots where you're like, man, if I let one in, that could be the game.
You just try not to think about it. You just try and think about one shot at a time and just getting through your breathing and just taking it slow. So try not to let it get to you. But it's definitely tougher than when you're seeing like 30 shots a game and you're really in it.
If you were going to pick the guy to score one goal tonight, it probably wouldn't be Davis.
Zarambitsky from Dolan. I wouldn't have guessed in a million years, but I mean, that's how it happens sometime, and I'm really happy for him, so it was a great win for us.
You know, he didn't have any goals in the regular season, 2 against Como,
yep.
I think.
Yeah, 2 against Como and none in the regular season, so I mean, that's what it takes, though. Some guys, sometimes out of the ordinary guys step up, and that's what it takes, so.
I scored the winning goal in a section championship game.
Well, I always thought about it, but, I just went out there and just did my business and did what I had to do, and it just came to me.
Who passed the puck to you on that play?
I think they gave it to Danny Dolan, but I think Mills popped it out to me, but they gave Danny the assist, so I wasn't really for sure on it.
Can you describe the play and kind of how everything developed there?
Well, I think puck came out to Danny Dolan, and then he shot it down low, and Chase Gorman, the goalie, kind of popped it out in the corner, and Mills was there for the rebound, and he kind of just squirted it out to me, and then I just shot it on net and went in.
Where'd you see it, or did you see it, or inside the right post maybe, or?
I mean, I saw the guy coming out at me. He was a little to my right, so I thought I had to get it left so I wouldn't get it blocked, and just went in. He had so many Chase had so many bodies in front of him, he just probably couldn't see it.
No goals in the regular season, but 2 against Como and 1 here. So I guess you're finding your groove in the playoffs, huh?
Yeah, I guess you could kind of say that. I'm finding them, but they're coming.
How did it feel? What's the feeling like when you score that goal? I saw you skate over here and just go nuts into the bench.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I used to play for White Bear, and I know all of them. They're all my buddies. We all hang out, have a good time. It was just an unbelievable feeling to get that goal against them to win it.
They're not going to be your buddies anymore, are they?
No, I talked to my buddy Chase. He's actually the goalie for them. We'll still be close. I congratulated him after the game because he had a great game, and he just had a great game. And one just popped in on him.
Well, you talk about that, you guys have beaten them so handily in the regular season. Now it's 0-0 going into the third.
Yeah.
You think is that an advantage for them?
Well, it's sections, it's Coliseum, it's a whole different atmosphere, it's a whole different game. Anything can happen in sections. You just got to come prepared.
With me, so you have to plan and prepare for every moment because it's going to come down to a moment, and you hope you're on the good side of it. So, without scaring them because they're high school kids. The bottom line is that you have to be as precise as you can on all special teams, defense, offense, locking up all the detail of the game, because one moment is going to get you downtown or not.
Is it 0-0 after 2? Is that favoring them, or did you feel good about where you were too?
Obviously, you want goals, but I felt okay because I felt we controlled the game in the sense of they weren't having great chances on D. We were controlling our own zone. I thought pretty well. I think the shots dictated that, but concerned obviously because the more that we want to score, you start closing in. You've got defensemen sneaking down to the slots. You start panicking a bit because they're kids, and you're throwing pucks at the net, and then one gets blocked, and they take off, and they have 4 or 5 guys that can score. So I was a little worried that at 0-0 that if we got a shot blocked and they took off, they could get the momentum swing, even though we had control of the game for the most part.
If you're going to pick the one guy to score the one goal tonight?
No, 7 from 22, respectfully. They're great guys. But, I think they have about, 5-6 points for the whole year together combined. But they're great kids and hard workers, and so I'm really happy for them. And it teaches another one of those lessons, the old guy in me, it teaches another lesson that, it's not always the stars, it's not always the first line. everybody needs to compete because good things happen, and I'm really happy for them.
You know, you've done this before so many times. Does it get old?
No.
Your satisfaction feel the same? I mean, how do you?
Yeah, I think some years, I just asked that a minute ago, some years when you're kind of thought of as a top 10, 15 team, or maybe a 2 seed or a 1 seed barely, you know, you kind of compete and you got to prove them. It's more of a relief than an excitement at the moment. I'll be excited, I think, later tonight or tomorrow when it all hits. But it's a relief because since Christmas we've been 1 or 2 and hanging around 1, you know, so that you're up on that pedestal so high that anything else less than that is a failure. And so that gets a little bit. I know the kids feel it. We don't talk about it, but I know they felt that. So now I think it's fair game. The 8 teams in the tournament, it starts at 0-0, and the ratings go out the window because it's just a whole different atmosphere.
A game like this with you know, Dugas didn't see a lot of shots the last couple of periods, but he's got to know if he lets one in, it could be game over.
Yeah.
How tough is that for him?
Yeah, that's tough on a goalie. Many years ago, I played goalie and remember that, I think. But yeah, back when we had wooden sticks and
Face masks?
I don't know if we had those. No, you see this mug? Probably not. No, I don't think so. I'm sure it's tough on him, but Dukey's been in these games and he's handled it. And you know, easy to say that we won. That everything's fine. But I'm sure he was churning, and we'll talk about that. But we try and prepare ourselves during the year too to have the best non-conference, play in the best Christmas tournament, go on the road a lot and play good teams on purpose, hostile environments, crowds. So I know they're used to that. I do know they're used to that. And we got 11 guys that when we go downtown, without being arrogant, that are used to the tournament. And, you know, we got our captain that played in, 4 of them. This will be his 4th. So those are good things to bring to the table because we can talk all we want, but sometimes they listen to their teammates.